So, as predicted, Islam Makhachev destroyed JDM and became the welterweight champion of the world. Another addition to the two-weight champion club. So the fight itself went pretty much how I predicted. I did predict a submission, but I expected Jack to scramble a lot more like he usually does and try to get up, and that's where I said that Islam would catch him in a submission. And I think that's what Jack was avoiding. He was avoiding getting submitted during a scramble. So that's why he pretty much put on all his energy to defending submissions. And let me tell you, a lot of people can do this. If all you do is just try to defend submissions, you're probably not going to get submitted, but then you're just going to lose a decision. So a fighter who really has that instinct, who wants to fight, does not put all his energy to defending. He also tries to do something. And Jack just wanted that moral victory, I guess, to make it to the distance. But it just kind of made him look worse, to be honest, because Islam just manhandled him. I think this is the first time we saw a champion from the lower weight class just come up and just manhandle the bigger dude. So it wasn't really a boring fight like people say. Obviously, the people who understand grappling would like it, but the people who just don't, like the TikTok fans, they obviously will find it boring. So I don't really care about that. They found the Hamzat and DDP fight boring as well. So honestly, if you look at it, I would say that Islam has become easily one of the GOATs. Because in an era where the fighters are at the highest level, in a weight class that the fighters are at the highest level, lightweight has always been the toughest weight class. And Islam Makhachev really dominated that division and then moved up and won the second belt against a tough opponent who just proved that his takedown defense isn't so bad against Bilal. So all the people that said Khabib shouldn't be on the GOAT list, well, you got to look at this now. Your number one critique of Khabib was that, at first it was that he hasn't fought a wrestler. He beat Justin Gaethje easily. Took him down at will. And then your second thing was he never fought Tony or a guy who poses a submission threat. And guess what? After he retired, Islam Makhachev, who was the junior of Khabib, let's be honest, right? He's like the lesser version of Khabib. With better striking, you can give him that. But he came in, beat Charles Oliveira, the better version of Tony Ferguson. Much better jiu-jitsu, much better submissions. Beat him with ease. And then the second critique that y'all had for Khabib was that he never moved up. He was a weight bully, right? The lesser version now, again, the lesser version, Islam Makhachev, now moved up and did that. What else is left? Literally, what else is left? These guys are the greatest of all time. Yes, you want to say Khabib wasn't there long enough? Sure, whatever. But Islam is definitely up there now because he won belts at 2 different weight classes against the highest level of competition. Like, no, John Jones beat middleweights his whole career. GSP, he was a great fighter, way ahead of his time, but the guys he beat were not even near the level of guys today. Let's be honest. So you got to have some serious conversation about this. I know I critiqued this in one of the earlier videos, how people have a new GOAT after every pay-per-view, but Islam Makhachev is the only guy who wins and people don't talk about it. But you should talk about Islam out of all people, that he is reaching GOAT status.